Self-master yourself, transform your world, and thrive. Thrive in every area of your life. You know, if you're actually thriving in financial, but then you're not really healthy and you can't enjoy the life the way you would if you were completely healthy, that's not great balance. And it's not even about balance, it's about finding a joy in every single part of our life, every step we take every day. I continuously talk about how immensely important it is to every step you take, find a joy and appreciation in that, because that is the core foundation to attract what we expect. And you should always expect the best. Like, I've got this, Peggy used to say, well, she doesn't used to, she still says that. It says, live in a joyous expectancy of the best. So we expect the best. We consciously focus on the best. But we must come from appreciating what's in our life right now. And now, make no mistakes, it can be adversity. It's someone who's really challenging you today. And you know, like, or your boss is just, you're just going, oh my goodness, like, this is not. But remember, or your children, it doesn't have to be boss. That was a great example because I was actually talking to my best friend yesterday about something. So it kind of like popped up immediately in my consciousness. However, children, work, relationships, anything in your life, it really starts with appreciation. See the person being the person who you'd love them to be. See the boss being the best boss in the world. See your partner being the best partner in the world. See everyone. You are a center of your world. And I'm studying Troward. I have been with my study partner since around Christmas time. I started reading Troward when I got into the personal development 3.5 years ago. He was quite, I'd say, challenging for me to comprehend on so many levels years ago, because I had to take a journey. And this is a great example. Sometimes we resist and then we fight, which means we actually, the law of non-resistance is in place. You have to really let it go. Let it go. Let it be. Because if we resist something, we attract more of what we don't desire. So I wasn't ready then. Now I'm in love with his materials. I'm in love and I'm like, whoa, I just really get these materials and I will get them differently in 5 years, you know? So this is not to say that I've mastered them, but why did I start a video with self-mastery yourself? Nobody can do anything for you. You get inspired people, you get mentors, you get programs. You are the one, you have to make a committed decision. Make a committed, irrevocable decision. I call it point of no return. That you're going to go for something and follow your vision and dream. And do not give up. Is it going to be easy? Actually, no. Get ready, because none of the people you know or in the world or wherever they are, and they created an extremely successful life, they did not create it. I was sitting in a chair going, like I'm imagining all the wealth coming to me. That's not how it works. That is really not how it works. Success is a journey. It's a journey, and if you find the joy in the journey, you experience instant success. I've heard actually Esther and Abraham talking about it, so this is the line I've been using, and you've heard me saying it many, many times. It just vibrates my body when I hear that sentence, because it is the now you're focusing. But I was just going to say, I've read this amazing part. As we come to know this, we begin to handle things lightly, playing with them as a juggler does with his flying knives, which cannot make the slightest movements other than he has assigned to them. For we begin to see that our control over things is part of the necessary order of the universe. The order we have met with in the past has resulted precisely from our never having attempted consciously to introduce this element of our personal control in part of the system. What is your personal control? It is transforming your own world. It is actually being part of everything you do. You have to become a center, passionate center of serving and delivering and finding a joy in it. Because if you are connected with the infinite, I use God, you can use divine, infinite, whatever you believe, or the universe, but the frequencies are here and we are connected to the frequencies, to everyone above and below. Like Bob Proctor used to talk about, what did he mean? You change vibration by the way you think and feel. You know, you have a thought and you get emotionally involved with it, and then you're creating this reality, and that's moving you to the frequencies which all of a sudden are a match for the vibration you create. But you're the one who you actually create the vibration, and you're the one who can actually change your own world. So self-master yourself. Learn, unlearn, relearn. Bob Proctor says that. That's not my sentence, but I love it because it's such an important part. We often come to the stage where we go to I know syndrome. Oh, I know that. Oh, I know that. That I've read that 100 times. Well, you know, I've been reading some of the books many times. I really love Bob Proctor's passion to study one page for so long. I've been always, actually, ever since the day I made a decision to transform and started these materials, the one thing I've been doing is repetition. And I've been, when I start a new habit, I go for 30. Now I usually, when I go for something like recently, you've seen me, I went for no drinking coffee, I went for 90 days. I try and challenge myself with things for 90 days because that to me is a real strength. Now, occasionally I do things for 60 days, and if it's a small habit, I would still pull up and go for 30 days. But it's just something that I really swear by because that's made a huge difference in my life. It's not you read the page every day for 30 days, and on every day there is something you haven't seen before. But again, like Bob Proctor used to say, it's not that you haven't seen it then before. It's you weren't listening. We listen to people. There will be 10 of us in a webinar, and each one of us will pick on something else because we're listening with our own paradigms, our own beliefs. So there are things we pay more attention to, the things we would have sworn that wasn't said in that webinar. Pay attention to it. Become a center. Take personal control. Be the essential part of everything you're doing every day. Every step you take. Doing small things in a greater way, that's what really takes you all the way to Mount Everest. I love the baby steps will take you all the way to Mount Everest. It's not about really, it is the huge vision. Go for it. Have a huge vision. Have a big goals. Have the goals that you know you feel like, oh, that's impossible. Because that's something that's going to really make you amazing it's about who you become in a process. But remember one thing, stay in control. And always remember, you are always in control. Nobody can make you do anything you don't want to do. Never. You have always choice to say whatever and choose things you'd love or don't love. Because again, programming chooses for us sometimes. We sometimes don't even listen because subconscious is actually just picking on things that are stored in us, not necessarily serving us all the time. But I know it's a very long message, but I really wanted to talk about this. And I mean, this chapter is just amazing, and I just will be studying it for 30 days at least. I've been actually studying it for a while. So go for things, stay in control, self-master yourself, get better and greater than you were yesterday. Don't compare yourself to other people. You lose your power, and just really transform your world. It's your world, nobody else's, you know, and thrive. Thrive in how do you thrive? Because you find the joy in the small things you do in a greater way in the day. And that is how the thrive grows as well. And I'll see you tomorrow.